Hello, my lovely opportunists. My name is Winter. I'm the editor and player character of Charity. I just wanted to give everyone a quick reminder to follow our podcast so you don't miss an episode. Thank you for tuning back in, and we hope you enjoy.
So let's go ahead and go down the line. Let's introduce our players today. Let's start with Eve. Winter, sorry. I don't know really
Sorry, I was just like, I'm interesting. Okay. Hi, I'm Winter, and I play Charity, the Tiefling Cleric.
And Red?
Hi, I'm I'm Retta. That's what I was just about to say.
Off to a great start.
Right?
Hey, that's a cool backup name if you ever lose your
My name is Etta and/or Red, and I play Maggie, the human bard, glamour bard. That bard.
And Rodeo?
Hi, I'm Max, otherwise known as Rodeo, and I play Aeson Goldhand, half-elf fighter cavalier.
All right. I'm Corey. I'm the dungeon master. Y'all know me. So, last time you guys had figured out a small plan in order to continue traveling the cart, as you guys were able to also relax inside the manor. Take some time to yourself. Some really, I don't know, give yourself a rest for a while. Because it's been wild. That being said, you guys woke up the next morning, you had met a creature or person, some people might say one of the other, a skeletal being who said he'd been with the house for a little while, so that he worked there, and that he was also had knowledge of Charity when she was little, which was a little strange for most.
Kind of my mom.
Yeah. With that, I think we're going to start up with Edmund's going to slip out because he's going to go to the door to speak to... Or no, who's taking the door first? Who's traveling on the cart while you guys stay in the town?
That would be Charity.
And Everett.
Charity and Everett. That's right. So, Edmund will head back up to his room. At some point, you guys will have noticed that one of your members, Willem, will kind of slip from the room. You won't see him for probably about an hour or two. So it's pretty much just Maggie and Aeson and Edmund in the castle. Well, not castle, but mansion. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying.
If I remember correctly, too, they all yelled at Aeson to go to bed.
Did you had stayed up the day before?
He didn't get the best sleep. No.
Oh, that's right. Didn't you roll a Constitution roll?
No, I snuck out of bed to go write that letter to Zachariah.
Okay.
And the night it did not treat him very well.
All right. So you'll go to sleep. That'll probably take you maybe, I'd say, about 3 hours to get at least something that'll kind of put some energy in you.
All right, so Aeson is out.
So it's looks like Charity's going to have to probably drive the cart.
Yes.
How's her dexterity? It's looking like, I guess we could do a straight dex roll. Who has training? Is there any kind of specific
Charity has land vehicles.
I was about to say she's been she's been doing this for a while.
All right, could you roll that for me? Pretty sure that rolls off dex. I'm not sure.
I think it might be Not. It's not wisdom. It's the other.
Charisma?
Why would what?
No,
Why would it be
it's-
charisma?
Because animal handling is charisma.
Animal
That's
handling
true.
is no intelligence.
Intelligence?
Yeah, Aeson's proficient in animal handling.
Let's see.
It automatically pulled it up to roll off strength.
I could see that too.
Okay. So that's a 24. Can you give me a 1d100?
It's 47.
Oh, 47. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Okay. So you and the cart, along with Everett, will start rolling down the way. Again, you guys probably have something like a chest or a small lock, something that's easy that you can just kind of click into, turn the key, open the gate, etc. Just kind of with you, because those are really the only requirements are the key and a keyhole. Give me a quick perception, because I need to know if maybe you're even going to catch what's going to happen.
I'm too
6.
focused on the road.
Yeah.
The
Okay, so with a
mood.
6, it's going to seem like mostly a normal day. It's not going to be too heavily hot as you guys are coming back down again. You are kind of edging these rocks, but you're coming more into the Poke Plains. So the temperature is going to start going back down into kind of a normal range. So we're looking at like 64, maybe 62 degrees. Not too hot, not too cold. Kind of just like that nice temperature. That being said, you can start to see a glimpse of trees up ahead of you. And as you guys continue throughout the day, you're going to finally make it closer and closer to those trees. I need to measure it out real quick. Let's see. Because I think you guys... No, just barely. Yeah. So you guys will probably stop for the day. I'd say probably 2 hours away from the tree line of the forest that you need to head to. And of course, they'll look their gnarly kind of way from that deep fog that kind of rolls near Groggy Hill. Because you'll see that fog start thickening in too, the closer you get to the trees.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. It's been a while since you've seen this fog, but upon seeing it, you just, it's like it clicks. It's like, this will get worse, and you know it.
Charity's going to sigh and look over at Everett and go, "You ready to deal with some difficult terrain?"
What do you mean?
This fog is just going to keep getting thicker.
Okay. So, how much time can you spend here? Are we on like a time frame, or can we go slow?
She's just going to pause and think for a moment, just trying to figure out how long it's going to take to get down there, and if somehow magically he's able to help with the cure for Maggie's mother, how long then it'll take to get back up to Dalesville.
Well, I thought they were in Eris currently.
Yes, because Dalesville is not doing so hot.
Right,
Yeah.
yes. I apologize,
So-
I did forget that.
Well, no,
You're
that's
good.
cool. Let's take a look at this, because I don't think we've taken a look at this yet. So if you guys travel at around 30 miles a day from here, so there's 1 day. 2 days will be getting you to your destination. That's 2. So let's do, there's 3. Probably like 4 there. So probably about like a week and a half to get to Eris, judging by that.
Alright, so she'll look at him after running the numbers in her head a little bit and just rub her temples a bit and go, it might be pushing it, but I'd prefer to go slower to stay on track, so yeah, we should just go slow.
Well, the slowness might be a good idea. But
Right.
the good news is I don't think we'll lose him. And he'll kind of like tap his nose.
And she'll just smile and be like, right, that is quite helpful.
Yeah, especially when I lose a few of my items. Take a woof and you'll never lose it. It's great. Oh shit, is that his accent?
Close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Can I ask you something, Everett?
Sure, I guess.
What happened after you left? And how did Sebastian, get you to leave? He wouldn't give me a straight answer.
Oh, he shrank me. He touched me and he shrank me because I told him to take his hand off me.
Right.
I don't like being touched.
I can understand that. Honestly, he shouldn't be touching you in the first place. I didn't particularly, I don't understand him. I'm just gonna get frustrated if I keep talking about him, but I don't know. I don't like being fed half-truths.
Yeah, sorry. I eventually headed to the point where we had talked about, looked into the forest, and he eventually found me. I didn't find him. He told me where to find something within a deal. Thankfully, I did do that deal. I can't talk about it. It's not bad. I just So then I found what I needed in order to control it. You're gonna see like an awkward glance, like him making sure like there's nobody around.
Well, I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
Okay.
It worried me that we didn't get to finish that. I feel like there are a lot of half-finished quests that we end up with.
That's life, though. Everything's pretty much a half-finished quest until it's finally come to an end. Usually that never usually ends well for an adventurer, so it's usually a tomb or a forest taken by a troll or turned into a troll's wife. It's creepy lore.
I'm just sitting here trying not to laugh, thinking about Maggie being dragged away and then biting the troll.
No!
Oh, Maggie.
No!
Charlie will just smile to Everett for a bit and just kind of sit in silence. And then pipe up. If you want to go, if we want to stop, you can, and you're getting tired, you could always go wake Aeson or Maggie up to come sit out here, and then I'll trade off with one of them.
It's good. I don't really sleep that much.
Does that feel awkward? I'm sorry if that's a weird question, but do you understand what I mean?
I mean, going from sleeping every night to only sleeping once every 4 days, it's different, but it's not bad.
I'm glad that my ramblings made sense there. That's exactly what I was trying to ask.
Oh, that's fine. The worst part is the fleas.
citrus oil.
What's a citrus?
You know, like fruit, oranges, lemons. It'll make you sticky for a while, but if you wash it out, it should get rid of fleas.
Wait, are you telling me to put it in my hair or eat it?
To bathe in the juice.
Need a big tub and a lot of oranges then.
We used to cut a lemon or an orange in half and rub it and like press it against the pets in the village in Croca anytime they were a pet with fleas.
Who's we?
Just me and some of my friends in the temple.
Okay. Just making sure you're not like part of the fated cloak or anything.
No. What's that?
He'll give a side smirk, but when you kind of say, what's that? He'll just be like, it's not good. Let's put it that.
Leave it at that, apparently. Alright.
It's not good. It's actually been a problem in the area for a while. We got a band of people actually looking for the fated cloak. But they're just whispers. There's been a lot of stuff going on.
Always another problem, right?
So, you're telling me? Apparently Hal's forest is getting full of and then, you know, he'll kind of like gesture to himself.
I've heard about that.
Yeah. So, of course, that's going to mean that more and more people are going to become skeptical of werewolves throughout the day, no matter where you're at. Whether you be near Truma or halfway on your way to freaking Airs. I do suspect that with you guys traveling with me, it might become an issue. I just hope you guys understand that.
We can only do what we can do, right? It should be alright.
Huh. Right, well. Yeah. He's just gonna go quiet.
I know that you don't need to sleep, but I should probably start thinking about when I'm headed to bed.
Yeah. Yeah, go through the zoomy zoom. I'll be here.
Maggie, Aeson, did you have anything you guys wanted to do before Charity comes back?
I mean, Maggie would just want to make sure that Aeson was asleep, and then, I mean, if she needs to sleep, she would, but if not, she would be going down to go look around the castle for any more information about, you know, her family and everything that was just told to her about from the skeleton guy, or even try to find the skeleton guy to talk to him more.
I'm sure Aeson, with Maggie's attention, would be sleeping just fine.
Meanwhile, you guys can still hear Hogglesberg, your undead servant, meandering through the halls, lightly humming a tune as he cleans and dusts.
So, what are we gonna do? Just wake up, or you? Okay.
After a while, you will wake up, and eventually, Charity will come through the front door after her round.
Charity's just gonna look up and call out and try to yell through the manor and as loudly as she can. Alright, who's going next?
Maggie's gonna, like, worm her way out of Aeson's arms and be like, I'm done, I need to see fresh air.
Yes, let's go.
She's like sprinting out the door.
Charity will go up to bed and collapse then after laughing and patting Maggie on the back.
All right. Edmund will come pittering out of his room and follow up Aggie. Aggie.
Aggie?
And
Aggie?
follow up Maggie and Aeson. So he's looking like he's coming with you.
You coming as well, Edmund?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, boys!
Wonderful.
She's like
You
sprinting
sound
out in the
so
snow.
upset about Edmund coming with you.
No,
Okay.
he's just tired. Aeson, he's not used to sleeping like late like this. So you know when you sleep on an off schedule and you feel like
Mhm.
dog shit waking up. That's what he's going through right now.
You can get that even when you've slept too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like those
that's a
shitty
huge
days.
thing.
So the three of you will go out, and Edmund's going to kind of look to Everett, and they're going to exchange a few comments. Everett will chuckle. He'll ruffle the top of Edmund's head, which Edmund will not look happy about, like at all.
Maggie's enjoying it.
But then Everett will go inside. You're not going to see like the usual Edmund burst of just like "fuck you, don't touch me." Ah!
Mhm.
No, he's gonna get it like okay, don't touch me. 3, 2, 1, and back onward.
Yay, he's being a little less temperamental.
Oh, puberty.
Okay, so the three of you will take lead. You'll head out of the thing. Everett will head inside. You'll see him kind of shift through the doorway, and the only thing that you'll see after that is like a large black blob going through all the snow, kind of flopping through it, like flicking it into the air. You ever see like a puppy on its first snow day?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Aw.
Yeah, because Maggie was definitely ahead of the group.
Yeah. So eventually that portal will close. Edmund will kind of pull the key out of it. And then let me do a dex save here.
Dex?
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's an 11.
Did he hit himself in the face with a snowball?
No. I gotta do something here real quick. That's 19. So something is going to swoop from the trees. It's going to grasp something. And then it's going to swoop through the other clearing of the trees. And it was so quick. It was so fast. And it looked almost transparent, like it had some sort of camouflage to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Edmund will notice that he is no longer holding the key.
God damn it.
No!
Maggie's going to blink and she's going to be like, please tell me there's a key still in your hand. Please.
He's running. He's running in the direction he thinks it took.
Aeson will.
Damn it.
Can Aeson take a scan to see if he can see if he saw which way it went?
Sure, give me a quick perception check.
I think I clicked the wrong one.
Nice.
It was
That's a
scrolling.
sleight of hand. And it was a nat 20.
Can I just take the nat 20 because my thing was scrolling?
Do you have any kind of advantage? Do you have inspiration?
I don't have it marked down, but I have. So normally I have it. I have
What's-
proficiency in perception, and I don't instead.
It's okay. So you get a 20. What is your proficiency bonus? What's your bonus for your...
+4.
Okay, so that's a natural 24. So you're going to get a glimpse, and underneath of that kind of wavy look, that weird kind of situation where it kind of reflects a bit of what's behind it through it. in a way that it distorts things around it. There is going to be a figure inside. It's going to be very thin. It's going to be very wispy. It's going to be donned in a very dark cloak. The hair will be a vibrant white. And then the last thing you're going to notice is the bright green flame essence pupils that it will have for about three milliseconds as you guys will cross eyes.
Maggie is going to raise an eyebrow.
Is Edmund running in the right direction?
Yes.
All right. Aeson's going to point right there. Something flying, green flame eyes. Don't know. Can I make a check of some sort to see if I've ever heard of anything like this?
Sure.
What would it be?
You can use pretty much anything you like, but it might get you varying information. So you can use history, and you can see if there's anything historical it might attach to. Arcana, again, magic.
Now that he's pointed this out, I can see it too, right?
Kind
he's
of.
pointed it out.
Like, you won't see the details, but you'll like take your word that there was a form there.
Even though he was like, he's like, I pointed, and it's right there.
So it's more like an active camouflage. He caught it at its weakest moment to see through it, which was the natural 20.
My bad. I was just making sure I was
7 for history.
Yeah. Historically, God, it could be a spirit, it could be a creature, it could be some sort of race that has some sort of camouflage ability. Maybe it's like some sort of gecko people. There's a lot of things that it could be, but with just those details that you have, there's nothing you can really narrow it down with.
All right. Well, Aeson will haul after it with Edmund.
Maggie will be right behind them.
Okay. So eventually, Edmund is going to go out of breath. He's not the most athletic of people. So probably a lot quicker coming out of breath than Aeson would. So as he's sitting there breathing, Maggie, you'd probably finally catch up to him. Aeson, just as you're probably getting your stride, you notice them kind of start to slow down.
Aeson's going to keep going. He knows how important this key is.
Yeah, okay. Maggie would stand beside Edmund and be like, "Okay, we need to keep going. I know this is a trek, but we gotta whoo!"
Okay, so kind of in that moment where you stop and talk, I'd say that gets Max probably. Well, I should say Max Rodeo. That should get Rodeo probably a good 20 feet, 30 feet ahead of you guys.
Okay.
Dogged determination.
Yes.
Maggie's gonna be like, "Okay, all right, okay, let's go." And she's gonna start sprinting again.
Okay.
God, this isn't like tag like it when we were younger, and I don't like it. She's screaming that as she's running.
Yeah.
He is in a singular focus right now to get this key back. He does not want to lose Charity and Everett. Or wait, is Everett out?
Yeah.
I forget.
So, Maggie and Charity, this view might be a little bit familiar.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
It's the God Eater, isn't it?
Hold up. Hold on. Wait. Oh, it's more. Never mind. Wait. How far ahead of he is me?
Probably about. Let's say a solid 30 feet. Because he's still ditching it.
Solid 30 feet, right? You said 30 feet, correct?
Yes.
I can see the key in his hand.
No. I'm saying you can see Aeson 30 feet ahead of you. I didn't know you were talking about the person.
I was going to be like, mage hand motherfucker, but never mind.
So, as you finally hit the clearing, there's not really anything to hide behind. There's not really going to be any kind of shading. And as the sun kind of shines upon the area, you're going to notice a figure that will reveal themselves. It's going to look like this. So, yeah, he'll pocket the key pretty quickly.
Does Maggie catch up?
Is
Yeah.
is Aeson just like looking at him like, and he's popping
I don't want
the
to
key?
drag my token up and it be Monster Maggie, but this is what
Yeah.
it's gotta be.
Oh yeah. No, he's sitting there. He's just pocketing and everything.
Hand it back.
Good one.
Can you shrink my token, Corey? Because it won't let me.
Oh yeah, sure. I gotcha.
Monster
You're good.
Maggie.
It just ah!
Monster Mash.
Maggie's gonna sprint and be like, oh, okay. Oh, she has her hands on her knees. Okay. And then she looks up. Excuse me! That doesn't belong to you! Can I please have it back?
No.
Well, that's rude. Why did you take it?
That's a good question, isn't it?
Oh, you're gonna be annoying when I get it.
No. I'm not going to be annoying. I'm just not going to give you anything about this. You see, I've been hired to do a job. It's simple. I've got the job. Now I just need you to do something for me.
How about no?
Aeson is smelling his rose right now.
What if I told you it was very simple?
And what if I told you that we don't take orders from people that steal from us?
Don't think of it as an order. Think of it more like a trade. Quid pro
Why would we
quo.
want to trade with a person that just stole from us? We don't even know you. We don't, you haven't really bring up your credibility,
So he'll start to float probably about 20 more feet up above the ground.
Can I make a reaction to try to grab his leg before he can start floating too far? Because I'm right up there.
Well, I mean, you're 10 feet away from him.
Oh, I was saying I was running up right to him. I wasn't stopping until I got right up on him.
I'm gonna say you could try, but he's gonna float higher than you can reach.
I got a good athletics, man. I'll jump for it.
I mean, you can. I can't tell you. There's gonna be a high success rate for that.
All right, let's see what the bones said.
For one time, I want you to roll one nat 20, please, dear God.
17.
Better than a 7.
You're gonna get close. You're gonna almost touch him. You're gonna touch the boot, and your hand's gonna go right through him.
Damn.
Okay, all right. I'll try to make a deal. I guess I'll just turn this into him. It's cool. It's only half the thing. I can deal with that. That's like 6
Maggie's
years old.
going to pull out her violin. I mean, or not her violin, her viola. And she's going to look at him with a very angered look on her face. No one takes charity away from me.
Okay. So are you casting this?
Yes.
Okay. So this is Crown of Madness. It takes 1 action, 1 humanoid, concentration up to 1 minute. 1 humanoid of your choice that you can see within range must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed for the duration. While the target is charmed in this way, a twisted crown of jagged iron appears in the head and madness grows in its eyes. Charmed target must use an action before moving on its turn against any creature other than itself you mentally choose. Oh. Okay. We can do this. Let's do this. Okay. Here we go. Oh, okay. Cool. That's a 17.
Yeah, he saves because my DC's 14.
You'll start to play, and then you'll just kind of feel like there's a sense that he's barely on the material plane. So this is just going to whiff right past him. And he'll stop, probably about 40 feet in the air. We could always take that deal. And he'll slowly be moving further and further out of your reach.
What's the deal?
Aeson.
I
not
want
losing.
Death's trinket.
Maggie's gonna look at the boy.
My question is for DM: Does Edmund not have anything to say about any of this?
Edmund's pushing through books, reading tomes. I'm going to give him an Arcana roll. It's a 15. Does he have anything we can do with it? Let me scroll through his list here. Let's see if he's got anything. It'll hit him, but we don't know how strong this guy is, so he's got something that'll hit him, and he'll look like he can deal damage, but he doesn't look sufficient enough to think that he can destroy it completely. But he doesn't seem to have anything that would slow it down. So, when you finally look over to him after he's been pouring through his pages, after he's been looking and thinking, he'll just look over and just go, he's got that raised shoulder that I don't know what to do kind of look.
Question to Edmund and Aeson. Are you guys wearing necklaces by chance?
Nope.
Edmund's not.
Fuck. Okay. Any jewels? Anything that we can pass off?
He's got a dagger.
No.
That's it.
I got my brooch.
Yeah, no, Maggie wouldn't take that from him.
So what do you say?
What would you say if you gave me the key and I can get you what you seek?
I say, I open the door, you wait, you go through, I stand here and wait with this key. When you give me the talisman, the key is yours, and we'll just leave. You'll never see me again. Ever.
I doubt that.
No, I promise
I
you
doubt
that. I promise you.
I don't take promises from thieves.
Whatever. Your choice.
She's gonna be like, alright, we'll take it. Now open the door.
He'll pull a small lock out from his hand, or rather, from his pocket. He'll put the key into it and twist it, and the door will open up on the ground below him.
Maggie's gonna sprint inside. And she's gonna sprint through the snow.
Son will stay out here and watch this guy and make sure he doesn't try to pull a fast one.
He's actually going
Maggie-
to start leaning back like he's laying in a hammock.
Maggie's gonna sprint into the house. Charity! I hate to wake you, but Charity!
Charity's gonna hear Maggie screaming and run downstairs, hands on her shoulders and very violently, like, excuse me, what's wrong? What happened? Why are you screaming?
Okay, so there's this guy outside, took the key, right? Okay, so anyways, I am, obviously here because he made a quote-unquote, and she does fingers, deal with us to trade this key for Hades' amulet. But, before you go any further, I know you have it, but he seems like he's not from this plane at all. And I think we could maybe trick him. But I'm gonna need your help.
Charity's gonna look up and look around and just call out for Hogglesberg.
You'll hear a lot of clashing, some pans and stuff falling. a plate shattering, skinny bones clinking as they come up the stairs, and then he'll stop in the doorway and kind of tip his hat.
Charity will wince
Yes.
when she hears the plates crash, and when he comes up, just go, sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, that's good to know. So apparently, there is a gentleman outside looking for Hades' amulet. I wanted to know if you had anything we could pass off as said trinket. Hades' amulet.
Hades'
yes.
amulet. Have you checked the domicile?
The what?
The domicile. And he'll point downward.
Oh, she's gonna be like, okay, okay. And she's gonna go sprint down.
Charity will follow, probably a little bit more calmly.
Okay. So you guys will, I'm sure you guys will head down to the one room, pull the book, and head
Yep.
down into the area.
Yep.
Okay, again, plenty of tomes, just kind of littering shelves. Table in the center, pretty dusty. This room doesn't seem to be being repaired.
14 investigation to look around and
Thanks.
try to find something that would work.
Same. And I rolled a 20.
As far as items, they have a few ingredient pieces here. As they have black candles, they've got wax, they've got pig's feet, tails, snake eyes, tongue of frog, that kind of stuff. But nothing that looks like...
Can I look for a
amulet.
scroll of minor illusion?
Yeah, because I rolled a 20 too, so.
I mean, 20 is good, but I can only give you what's in there. And I don't think there's any magic scrolls in there. Not of the spellcasting variety. It's mostly lore down there.
But the Hogwarts sent us down there, so.
I mean, it's the only place he knew that might have something. It doesn't mean that it would have something.
Charity's gonna pull out the amulet and inspect it and try to get some kind of idea for what they could do.
Okay. So again, you see this amulet that's been you've been carrying it for a while, and it's had this dark kind of aura with it, and you felt that every day. Both you and Maggie were carrying it. This thing looks malicious. It's so black in some places you can't tell if it's slime or just the hardened soul of the person who made it. There's bones kind of sticking from it, and there's kind of old ragged feathers attached to this thing. It's just kind of like a gnarly, really bad totem.
Maggie, you said that he seemed
Yeah.
like he wasn't on this plane, right? Like he was kind of incorporeal.
Yes, I tried to cast a spell on him, and yeah, he didn't
Alright.
do anything.
Let's
But-
try to look around and see if there's any lore on a creature like him. See if this room has any kind of idea of how to
That's
fight
what I was
it.
thinking too. There's also, I don't know if I could do it. Actually, probably not. There's also a spell I could try to find something about.
What is it?
It's where I could bind him to a certain plane, but I don't know if I could do that. Probably not. It's a very high level. But
Do you want us?
she's gonna just start looking. Yeah.
I have
Okay.
I have an out of character question.
Yeah.
Isn't the amulet of Hades something we're supposed to keep onto at like all costs?
Why do you think we're struggling so hard to find a way to not hand it over?
Yeah, no. I'm gonna if you guys ever get a lull, I want to get a quick talk in with Edmund if I can.
All right, yeah. Since they're in the door, let's put Maggie here. I'd say he's probably a good 30, 40 feet. If you weren't being too loud about it, you probably could get a small conversation in with Edmund.
All right. I'll walk up to Edmund, and Aeson will walk up to Edmund, and I'll lean in. What's your take on this?
I don't know.
Is there anything we could do to bring him down?
Dude, he's a ghost, but he's far more than any ghost that I've recognized. So he'll kind of push over a small book, which is his book. It's got a couple of pages on ghosts, and a lot of it's arcana. So a lot of it's going to go right over your head.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
So basically, the book shows depictions of ghosts having one thing leaving them back in the world. That's it. One thing tying them to the mortal plane. If that thing is completed or defeated, that creature will then pass on.
So yeah, I'm guessing Edmund's like explaining this to Aeson, like as Aeson's reading the book.
Pretty much. Problem is this guy has been here for so long. He's so old. He's burst through the subconscious barrier. He is actively animate. He is immortal. Kind of, in a way. If we could banish him, I mean, if you're a cleric, if you had somebody who could banish demons or anything like that, then we might have a chance, because he's a ghost. But he's an old one. Maybe not even old, he's a strong one. Maybe you could consume power some way. I don't know, but he's more advanced than most ghosts that I've read about. I can't even say I've seen them.
So there's no fighting him. It's either give him the amulet or we lose the key.
I mean, unless we got some sort of magic item that will stop him from going untouchable, he can choose to pretty much interact with will, pretty much anything at will. Your hand slipped right through him. He grabbed the key, and we still can't touch him. He can choose what he touches and what he doesn't want touching him. That's why a lot of ghosts have all this power, but their mind is so focused on that one thing they can't break free of it. Something has given him the power to break free of it. I don't even know what it is.
This is not a good situation we find ourselves in then.
And none of my magic. I mean, I don't think there's anything that I have that targets ghosts. I mean, I do have magic missile, which will always hit my target.
But yes, but if he's as powerful as you say, is it wise to poke the dog?
That's the point. I don't know if it'll even kill him.
Can you use your? I've seen magic users use like an invisible or floating hand before. Do you have that?
Mage hand?
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you grab the key from him?
I mean, I don't have it. I have Mending, Ray of Frost, Firebolt, Prestidigitation, but I don't have that. And any of the other abilities I have can only hit physical creatures.
Well, just...
I don't even know if Charm Person will work on him, because he's technically not even a person.
Just make sure you stay safe, since we don't know what this guy can do.
I'm just going to ready a spell called Mage Armor.
It's a good plan.
That's all I can do. So, girls, down in the basement, go ahead and give me, just give me some investigation checks. Let's kind of look for some books and pages. That's a 10.
Oh, why? I'm gonna do lucky.
That's a 7.
Am I? Aw. Okay, well, 13's better than a 10. I'll take it.
Okay. So that was your lucky?
Yeah.
Okay. So a 7 and a 13. I'd say with a 13, Maggie, you're going to come across a page of something known as the Ascended Ghost.
I think I got
rush
something.
over and look over his shoulder.
So the Ascended Ghost is a creature who their existence has been found, but there's an item that they're attached to. 90% of these creatures are slaves. There is something pulling the strings behind them because that person is holding on to what is keeping them in this world. They're probably even looking to pass on, but they can't. Because they can't even destroy what they want to destroy to pass on. And they can't find it themselves because the item is still in existence. And they're still connected to it emotionally. And that doesn't really change. Not all too often. So you could spend millennia stuck to an item. And it just kind of lays out the history of the information of the birth of these things. It could be maybe a wife is really attached to her wedding ring. So she dies in a horrible accident, and she is forever attached to that wedding ring, no matter if it's with her husband or if it's with the sixth lady who got it from her husband because he found it from just the right shop, just the right cut for just the right person. It's kind of a scary thought.
Charity will read all that and then go, maybe we can talk our way out of this. Bargain it so that he's on our side.
That's what I was thinking. I like it.
Alright,
That's what I was
I'm
thinking.
gonna go give the amulet to Hogglesberg, that way it
Should
stays
keep-
away from him.
Yeah, good idea. We should get a necklace or something that we can say is the amulet, but we don't have to give it to him. Just be like, oh, it's
I
right
feel like
here,
that would
blah,
just
blah, blah, and then be like, wait,
antagonize
we
him.
want to talk.
And I don't quite feel
True,
comfortable
fair.
lying.
I mean, that's what we're doing. kind
How
of.
so? I don't intend on lying. I intend of telling him that perhaps we could help him find the object he's stuck to, and if he wants to leave, we could help him leave. Opposed to trying to eternally do things
But
for
what if he
someone
doesn't?
else until they release him.
But what if he doesn't?
Then
What if he likes this? There are some weirdos out there.
Then we go wake up Everett and drag him with us. That way everyone is on this side of the door, and if we lose the key, we lose the key.
Fair.
I know, right? I'm so sad about that.
Maggie's gonna nod and she's gonna be like, you probably should just get Everett, just in case things go there. We
No,
don't wanna
that's what I
lose
said.
him.
Go get Everett and have everyone leave.
Oh, I thought you meant. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. And she's just gonna go upstairs to go wait by the door.
So, Rodeo, are you holding the rose?
You bet I am.
All right, it's going to activate.
Uh-oh.
So you'll see those petals, they'll start to kind of glide together, slowly forming into this nice rigid red blade with a curve just by the hilt. Very sturdy, I guess you could say almost crystalline-like structure almost. It's very jagged, so it's... I don't know the best way to describe it. How would you describe it?
I think you did a really good job there.
Okay. So again, that'll activate. There's a kind of like a particle effect around it. There's like little sheens of red that are slowly like drifting around it, kind of like a lightning bug in the sky.
He sounds like looking. He didn't activate it, so he's feeling weird. But he's got it now. He's holding it.
All right.
Still standing next to Edmund.
Do you feel like it's not really necessary at the moment?
No, he'll keep it activated. With this, he feels like Hey, it activated itself, so maybe it knows something I don't.
All right. Do me a quick thing. Roll me a 1d50, please.
Oh, all right. Oh, my 20. 20 backed out of it, so hold on, just launching the game really quick. Bum. I rolled a
50. So yeah, it'll stay up. All right. Girls, do you have any other plans, or were you heading out to the
She
doorway?
said she was going to wait, but Charity still has to go wake up Everett. So,
Okay.
did he have his own room, or where was he sleeping?
So you kind of run through the halls a little bit, and then you'll find him kind of like in the main lounge area. He is currently chewing on one of Rodeo's. Not Rodeo's. He's currently chewing on one of Max's shoes.
Aeson.
You
Aeson's
tried to
shoes.
correct yourself and did it again.
I know.
Smooth.
I'm sorry. It's a bad
Alright.
day for names today.
Charity will laugh when she walks in, just seeing that, and then go serious again, remembering why she came in, and be like, "We have to go."
I mean, he can't really speak in this form, so he'll just look
She's
at you.
gonna kneel down a little bit and put the amulet of Hades around his neck, deciding that since we might lose the key to this place, it'd probably be better to keep it for him. And just say, when we leave this door, I need you to keep this hidden, or at least try to.
He's gonna look mostly confused still. Like, if he changes, it's probably gonna take too long for him to even get to say anything.
Then she's just gonna nod her head. She's not really going to explain. just trust me, okay? And then leave.
He'll shrug.
Right. And now we're leaving.
Okay. So eventually, you guys will head out to the door. Be a little later in the evening. And you guys, of course, will see Aeson. He'll have the blade kind of newly formed in his hand. Something different. You've not quite seen that yet. And, of course, Edmund standing beside him. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Did you bring it?
Young man, what pleasure do you take in robbing a couple people just trying to travel through?
It's not my pleasure. Trust me, it's not my pleasure. It's his. And what
Do you
he
need
says
help?
goes. So, his pleasure, my pleasure. Yes, please give me.
I can't do
trinket.
that, but I
need it.
can help you with whatever's keeping you attached to him. Why do you feel the need to do his...
This isn't a discount
Why do you feel the
sale.
need to do his bidding?
Is this the part where I pretend like you're my therapist and everything is just going peachy keen in the world of the dead?
Yes, if you wish. Or we could just be adults and have a conversation, and in which I'm asking if you need help and if I can give you help in any way besides the trinkets.
Give me a persuasion.
This is where I hope that my proficiency helps.
Can I give you a bardic inspiration? Aww.
Well, to be fair, you said it as she was rolling it, so I'll
What is it,
allow
a
you to give it.
D8?
I want the 8, bitch. That's
So that's a solid 13. And do you want to use that inspiration? Yep, that's a 6. Okay.
So it's 19.
So that's a 19.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
He'll think for a minute. Even if I did, say, want to make a deal with you, he'd wipe the floor with you.
I have faith that my God will protect me, and if she doesn't, then it was meant.
Who are you?
My name is Charity Padella. I'm an acolyte of Aphrodite, and I only mean...
Whoa, hold on. Whoa, wait, what? And he's going to point to the dude in the green. Who are you?
The Aeson Goldhand.
Maggie, right?
Yes.
And of course, that's gotta... You know, they didn't really say his name. Is that
His
your
name
kid?
is Edmund.
Did you get pregnant? Did you guys have a kid?
We seem to amuse you.
No.
Why are we amusing?
I'm kidding. No, it's just I didn't realize I was in the presence of heroes.
Heroes?
Yeah, you guys were in the whole Croca thing, right? You fought the giant...
We did what we could to help
You are
people.
You're diverting the conversation.
No, I'm learning about who I'm speaking with.
We'd love to do the same for you.
There's not really much to learn about me unless you've got thousands of years of history.
I mean, we have time, don't we?
Simple fact is, he has a necklace. I want it destroyed.
May I have your name?
I don't. I lost it over the eons.
Do you remember the first letter? Anything?
Let's roll.
1d26.
Names are important! Oh, am I rolling?
Yeah, let's see. I mean, we could either do a D100, or I could have him roll a wisdom.
Have him roll a wisdom. Or an intelligence. Probably a wisdom.
I'm gonna do wisdom. So that's dealing with like past and learning from your mistakes. And, let's see, battle tactics and all that junk. So let's do. All right. Well, this isn't a great roll. I think his wisdom's only a plus. Well, it's not bad. It's +3.
Monster Charity!
Yeah. I mean, he's still struggling. You know, honestly, I want to give it to you. I really do.
I mean, we can go through the whole alphabet if you wish. A. No?
It wouldn't
Yes?
do you any good.
Actually, it probably would. So, A.
Maggie.
No, maybe.
Maggie.
What? I'm honestly trying to help.
Do you want us to give you a new name for now?
Whoa, stop with the sweet talks.
It would be nice to have something to call you. Wouldn't you like something to be able to introduce yourself as? Even if it's not your original name?
Just yeah. And he's gonna point to the guy in the green. Prince. Say a name at random.
Frederick.
There you go.
Alright, Freddy.
No, Frederick. Say what he said.
It was
Freddie.
the name of, it was
I
the name
like
of the
it.
cat that I found. He seems to be one who is down for brass tacks. Who is the he, and where can we find him to destroy that necklace that you need destroyed?
See, that's the thing. He doesn't really have a conventional name, per se. He's more of an essence, really. An essence in a shell. A living shell, really.
Aren't we all?
Not like this. He's old stuff like me. Big wooda wooda, woohoo, big booty bad.
So where do we find him?
That's the problem. The guy doesn't like to stick around in one place for too long, so when he wants to meet up, he sends out messages, signs, magic. He gets in touch.
Is it bad omens? Like, for example, monsters popping out of nowhere?
Sometimes it's worse.
Maggie's gonna look over at Charity.
He's
Hoping
after
that she's on the
these-
same wavelength as he is. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. He's after these things, whatever they are. I don't know.
Is he the one behind
Is he the one what?
the monster we fought at Croca?
I don't know, honestly. Probably.
If he's looking to collect the Hades amulet, then probably.
I think he was after the orb at that point.
Then definitely.
And if he really wants the amulet, maybe he'll come to us.
No, he won't come to you. He'll go for one of the others. He sent me to get that, and if I could, to kill you. Which, I mean, to be fair, probably... No, I think you could take it.
I would probably think so. Shall we continue to talk about how to find him, though, so that we can help you with your dilemma?
It's not going to be that simple.
Nothing ever is.
You know, I can tell you right now, even if you knew where he was right now, you're not strong enough. You got 2 humans, a tiefling, and is Maggie a half elf or a bard?
No, I'm a half elf.
Yeah,
I
so
was going to say, I'm human.
yeah, so 2 humans, a half elf, and a tiefling, and
Okay.
you guys don't really have access to really powerful magic.
Not yet, at least.
So, okay, you want to do a deal? Let's do a deal. Let's cut brass tacks and actually be serious about this, too. I'll be your spy on the inside. I'll tell you where his next move is. I'll tell you what he's doing, and in return, when you're strong enough, I get you in. I turn at the last moment, and we profit.
And how do I know that or how do we, and she points to the group, know that you are going to tell us the truth and nothing but the truth?
And wouldn't you get hurt if you go back without the amulet?
Then, yeah, because you didn't you just tell us that you would get killed?
I mean, I'm sure I could probably find something that looks kind of like it. Tell him that that's what I was told. I might get beaten around or something, but I don't think he'll kill me. I'll still seem somewhat useful. Hopefully.
We must take him on his word that that's what he's going to do. That's all we can do.
Normally, I'd give you some sort of collateral, say a necklace or something, but that's what started this whole situation, so...
Charity's just gonna look around and try to get a general sense of how everyone else is feeling about this.
Maggie does not trust him one fucking bit.
Oh, he'll kind of perk up and he'll remember something. He'll just take out the key and toss it down. Straight to Maggie.
Maggie's going to use her mage hand to bring it closer to her. As she puts it in her own hand, gripping it very tightly.
There you go. That's all I got to give.
Her eyes are going to narrow a little bit, and then she's going to look at Charity and the rest of the group.
How did Aeson kind of look like he felt when Charity looked back?
He looks like a man who doesn't have much of an option.
Alright. Charity will hold out her hand for a handshake then and go, alright. We will help you when we're strong enough.
He'll come down and he'll shake your hand.
And she'll smile.
And if you can get us in there eventually when we're strong enough, I mean... I know I have some unfinished business with this guy.
You do?
Yes,
Maggie's
he
gonna look over at Aeson.
brought this monster down upon Croca and killed many of innocents. That I would definitely say I have unfinished business there.
Yeah, well, add that to the list of shit that he's already done. Killed several royal people, made it look like an accident.
So he was behind the slayings.
Hold on. Maggie's gonna hold her hand up, and you guys are gonna notice she's kind of shaking. Is he behind certain poisonings?
Some.
You guys are gonna see her jaw tighten as she's trying to keep her composure.
Is he behind the poisoning of her parents?
Hard to say. I don't have very fine pointed details, guys. That I am sorry about. But I mean, my information has been valuable nonetheless, correct?
I would say so.
Mm-hmm.
Maggie's just gonna nod.
Okay then. Deal stands. And trust me, I have 1,000 years to make sure this deal goes through.
We'll make
I
sure of
shall
it.
hope it doesn't.
He's an heiress currently.
Maggie's
stay away
whole
from it.
face is gonna go pale.
Good thing we're headed there soon.
No, not good thing.
We have time to get straight.
He sees you. He's been biding his time for quite a while. That stunt in Croca, that's only the beginning. You get close to him, he gets scared. More stuff like that happens. He knows you're a threat. Why else would I be here?
So he's too cowardly to come fight us himself, or just not bothered?
Maybe a little both. Maybe he's so scared just a little bit that he thinks it's not worth his time. He thinks if somebody with a little bit less of his ability could take care of it, then it was nothing to be worried about. It's a fool's errand thought, anyway. If you're not big enough to deal with the issue yourself, you probably shouldn't be dealing with the issue to begin with.
But yet here it is presenting.
Either way, we do need to go to Eris. So I suppose we will deal with the consequences of said actions.
And just keep it low. I don't know where he's at. I don't know what form he's got. And it's always the same elven dude. That's all I know.
Elvin? What does he look like?
Every once in a while, he'll take a new form. I've seen him take a form for maybe roughly 12 or so hours, and then it always goes back to the same one. It's an older elven gentleman. I don't know. He looks like he literally just came from the forest.
We'll keep an eye out on it then.
Right. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you. Remember, this doesn't leave us.
I wouldn't dream of.
Of course.
He'll let's see. What's Maggie wearing currently?
What she usually wears.
Anything fancy? Maybe a new pin or anything?
I mean, her ring.
Ah, damn. I don't think he'd go for that. Charity wearing anything fantastic?
Her
Shiny.
amulet of Aphrodite around her neck.
Man, that's also something you probably wouldn't take. And then Aeson's got a brooch, but that's also important.
I mean, Aeson's always wearing fancy things, though.
I was about to say the corset that Maggie wears is very intricately done.
Well, you had a kind of like a brooch to begin with, right?
Yes.
So he'll come over to you and look you up your fancy clothing up and down. Just kind of hold out a hand. Brooch, please.
Aeson will look at him for a minute, and then just reach into his pocket and grab his old brooch out.
Okay. As you reach into your pocket to grab the old brooch, kind of like, you know the picture how it's got like the ruffles of the white?
Yes.
I kind of like bat at it back and forth a little bit, just kind of like see it fluff a little.
That's on his shirt, so he's batting at Aeson's shirt.
Yeah, Maggie's gonna get in between that.
That's flirty. I like it.
I mean, you'll kind of step in between them, and he'll be inside you.
Nice.
Ha! Oh! And she's gonna like,
You
ah!
walked into that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. And she's like shivering a little bit as she's hiding behind Aeson. Oh, that was weird.
He'll smile and take the brooch with a nice nod, like the fashion. Looks nice. Then he'll float up and go, all right, I know what I'm turning in. Remember the plan, and I'll see you later. And then you'll just see a shimmer, and he'll just like chameleon mode.
Aeson looks sad at him taking the brooch a little bit, though. I mean, that was with him for a long time.
Yeah.
But he knows it needed to be done.
It's better than the one that you have on now.
Maggie's just gonna be gripping the back of his jacket and be like, can you tell him to go now?
I think he's on his way, Maggie.
Right, well, let's get back on the road.
Charity, shouldn't you go back to lay down at least?
I think I'm fine now. That was a bit of an adrenaline rush. You don't talk to a ghost every day. I think I need to pray.
No. You do that.
I can drive the
She's
car.
She's so gripping onto Aeson, by the way. She's so like
Aeson's probably turned around and like, put an arm around her waist. It's holding her close.
All right. Well, as you guys get settled, you guys get calmed down. The key is back in your possession, and an idea has been placed for a rope to be placed in the center of the keyhole and attached to somebody's belt loop while traveling. Edmund just kind of comes up with that real quick with a shoelace.
If
Good
he doesn't
thinking,
put it around
Edmund.
his belt loop, she would put it around hers.
Okay.
Or at least in her corset strings, so that if anybody got close, they'd be really close to get to that key.
Yeah. So
Maybe, just maybe, everyone, we should put it on me. Because I don't want any of you guys getting hurt, and things will find it a bit more hard to hurt me.
But why put it on the one that we put on the front lines? And she raises her eyebrow like, In
case we get snuck up on again?
Well, there'll be you to protect me, no?
Always.
I think as you guys travel down the way, that is a good place to end it.
Hello again, opportunists. My name is Winter, and I play Charity, the Tiefling Cleric. I wanted to say thank you for listening to us. We hope you enjoy our episodes as much as we do. Don't forget to like and follow our podcast so you don't miss an episode. Special thanks to Purple Planet Music, as we use their music for our ambience and sound effects. Also, thank you to Kobold Press, as we use some of their monsters to keep our games feeling lively. Again, just a huge thank you to you guys, our listeners, for enjoying this journey with us. And remember, keep your opportunities open.